Afternoon, Diehards. Matty G checking in with you. I'm going to talk a little bit about the NFL draft, just going to do the quarterbacks, going to hit them quickly. This really isn't related to the Patriots because they're probably not going to have a shot to pick any of these five guys. But I'm going to just go through quick some observations over pro days and stuff that's kind of winding down in the NFL. Number one pick in the draft, I believe, is going to be Sam Darnold. I believe this was a deal that was made months ago. If you remember correctly, Darnold originally was going back to school and something happened in a 6-hour period from afternoon to night, which made him change his mind and come up with the draft. And Jimmy Haslam being at his pro day, the Browns owner, I sincerely believe they're picking Sam Darnold first overall. Darnold needs to work on consistency, even though he's probably the most consistent guy out of these five names I'm going to give you. But the way that these guys look at quarterbacks in the NFL is you go right to the Ohio State tape and you look at the games that these guys struggled in. And you start with that and you work off of that and you start to go into other avenues. So I think, a lot of teams need to see, is Sam Darnold tough enough to maintain an NFL pedigree? And that might not be decided this season, which is why I think Tyrod Taylor's signing was a good move for the Browns. So Darnold just needs to work on, I think, consistency like everybody else in this pack, and also, his ability to, show true grit and comeback fashion, meaning can he play when he's facing adversity? Josh Allen's the second best quarterback in the draft. He's the kid that can throw it 90 yards, 70 miles an hour. That stuff's really irrelevant. He did play in a pro-style offense at Wyoming. In all intents and purposes, he's the second best quarterback prospect in the draft. I do believe the Jets take him at 3 if he is still there, which I do think he will be because I have it as Donald, Barkley, Allen for the top 3 picks in this year's draft. And then Minkah Fitzpatrick would be 4 going to Cleveland. I haven't wavered off that, and I'll talk more about that as the draft gets closer. Number 3 quarterback on the board, I think, is Josh Rosen from UCLA. NFL-type arm, NFL-type body, control the ball, seems to put the ball in a lot of tight places, which none of the other two guys I just named can do. And I think Rosen is a good prospect, and I believe Denver may take a serious thought at taking him. Number 4 quarterback prospect is Baker Mayfield, the Heisman Trophy winner from Oklahoma. Mayfield's off-the-field stuff. I don't really worry too much about that. Every kid has fun in college, and he's no different. I don't think he has an attitude problem either. I don't think his game is going to translate in the NFL. Russell Wilson's the exception to the rule, and I don't think Baker Mayfield's athletic enough as Russell Wilson to make that comparison. He's small, and he's going to have to earn every inch. I'm not saying it's not possible. I just don't think. They try to compare him to Russell Wilson, and that is a stretch. That is a big stretch. Johnny Manziel's out of football. He's a lot like Baker Mayfield. Forget about the off-field stuff. I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about on-field performance. And I think Mayfield will get picked in the top 10 or 12, maybe 8, 9 area. And we'll go from there and see how he does from there. Number 5 would be Lamar Jackson, the quarterback, and last year's Heisman Trophy winner from Louisville. And consistency, accuracy downfield. He did run a pro-style offense with Bobby Petrino the last 3 years at Louisville, and I think he could be the upset in this draft class. He could be one of the best, or he could be a guy that gets a shot and doesn't do much with it. I think everything's, out there for a new verdict. So we'll find out more. We're going to touch up more on these guys later on as the draft comes closer, about a month away, and I'll talk to you soon. Enjoy your weekend, guys.